1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3.
Oh wow, there's that much of a delay. All right. Well, that's all we need. Okay. That's good enough. So welcome to the what do we call it? Oh yeah, Melodies and Masterpieces podcast.
Already messed it up.
My name's Omar.
And my name's Laurel.
See, we're doing it.
Yeah.
So this is the first one of these. We're just kind of, throwing stuff out, seeing what sticks. Do you want to talk about what we do and what this is all about?
No, I'm kidding. So this podcast is by creatives for creatives, and we're just here to talk about our perspective on things, our creative processes, and anything that comes to mind.
Yeah, so we haven't recorded them as the time of recording this, but there should be 2 posts prior to this where we individually have a little introduction piece where and you probably should listen to those first, so like pause this, go to that, and then come back at whatever time marker this is. But yeah, my name's Omar. I'm a musician. I study music. I sing and play piano, and I hope to be a music teacher. Now your turn.
I'm Laurel, and I'm an artist. I mainly do art for fun because I'm more of a, psych person, but I enjoy making art, and I do a little music on the side, but yeah, that's me.
You don't just do music on the side.
Uh,
She's very bashful about her musical talent. She's very good at music as well. She sings and plays French horn. Why do you mean stop? Stop what? You don't like knowing that you play French horn? That's like your favorite thing.
Stop.
Okay, fine. She doesn't like being known for playing French horn. She likes being known for her drawings.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie, I don't have a lot of music stuff to talk about right now. It's 11 p.m. at night, and we're just putting something together to post. I did watch something interesting today, though.
Okay, what was that?
You know who Jax Films is?
I think I've heard of him, yeah.
I'm gonna fix my mic real quick.
Okay.
So Jax Films, he was a very famous, well, he still is pretty famous YouTuber, and he made a video about Sniper Wolf. You probably know who she is, right?
I used to watch her all the time.
Yeah, Sniper Wolf. She's a YouTuber who she used to be like real. I mean, she's technically like by numbers really big still, but she used to be like gargantuan when I was in middle school. I don't even really know what she did. She looked pretty and did cosplay. Did she make the cosplay herself?
I think she bought them all because I think she did a lot of bodysuit ones because I know that there was like, I believe, Diva at one point from Overwatch.
Yeah, she was like she modeled a lot of stuff, and good for her.
It's because she had.
All right, we might have to get rid of that, but
I mean, I'm not wrong.
I mean, I guess you're not, but yeah, for the first episode, that's a little much. Okay, Laurel just said a controversial statement. That's why we're popping back in here.
Trying to calm me down, trying to reel me back, trying to shut up women.
Not shutting up women. I'm saving you. But anyway, he made a video about how she is very lazy with her creation lately. She's been doing quote unquote react videos where she'll find TikToks and just do the most bare bones reaction you could imagine, and she's raking in like millions and millions of views, not giving credit to the TikTokers. It'll be a video of like a shark swimming by a surfer, and she'll be like, "Oh my gosh, that shark just swam by that surfer." It'll be a video of a guy saying 2 + 2 = 4. She's like, "Oh my gosh, 2 + 2 is 4." I just peaked my audio with those T's there. Sorry, but I don't know. What do you think of that? I was never very big on reaction content.
I mean, like, if it gets you money at the end of the day, like, do it. If I was creating reaction videos with like the bare bone reaction, and I was like, wow, that's a thing, but it got me like millions of views and I got tons of money from it, like, I wouldn't stop making it.
I mean, I
And like
guess.
definitely a portion of it, is probably because like she's like a conventionally attractive woman, and you know there's gonna be simps on the internet and everything, and they're gonna watch her videos, and that gets her more views and more money.
I hope people simp over me. That would give me a lot of money.
They get you a lot of money.
That would give me a lot of money. I mean, I could be a wacky guy with a deep voice like Corpse. We're struggling to discuss work. Today we're talking about music.
Ew.
But, I mean, like, I wouldn't feel very good if she took something I made, like if I made a music video or something, and she just reacted to it and let the whole thing play without saying anything and just went like, "Oh my gosh, he just played the piano and sang." I'd be pretty mad. Like,
Well, I mean, like, yeah.
what if she took an animation you made and just watched it without saying anything, and then was like, "That was an animation."
I mean, like, granted, like, maybe it's just me. I don't really, I wouldn't care that much.
Well, okay, I should say this. What if she did it and then didn't give you the credit and didn't shout you out and didn't put a link to your stuff?
Well, I'm not like in those situations, like I'm not looking for like a shout out or anything like that. Like if the person, like if people want to like find the video, they can. Like it's the internet, you can do whatever. But like I'd be a little peeved if it didn't like in the corner of the video at least like say my username or something.
No, she like, I mean, from how Jack stated it, she goes out of her way to like not put the name in. Like she
Well,
won't.
then that's just like, you know, I have to censor myself. Being like a bad person.
You're about to say a no word. Um,
I'm doing my best right now.
Good, but I don't know. I was never big on reaction content because it's just sort of, it's just weird. Like, there's ways that it's done tastefully, where there's jump cuts made, there's pauses in the video, and the person is genuinely taking time to talk about stuff. They don't show the entire video; they jump cut it. Especially if it's content you have to pay for, like if it's a show on like Netflix or something. I don't know. I just think about it because there's the perspective of like the people who made this have millions of dollars. They can let a few thousand people watch it for free.
Well,
That
yeah, and then like some streaming services even have like protective things in place that like you can't even stream.
Yeah, like Netflix, you can't even screenshot on your phone if you're
Same thing
gonna.
with Disney Plus, which is really lame.
I have a burp stuck. It's not coming out.
Gross.
Anyway, uh, it just really grinds my gears when oh my gosh.
Grinds my gears.
Speaking of reacting, did you used to watch kids react with the Fine Bros?
I rarely watched it, and when I did, it was like silly little gay stuff. I was like, "Oh my gosh, I know that one."
Silly little gay stuff.
So, did you ever hear of that like one animation about like the two schoolboys that were in love?
The one with the heart that comes to life.
Yeah.
Okay.
There was something that was like kids react to that, and I was like, ah! Me in 8th grade was living.
Interesting.
Don't make that face.
That's just a weird. I don't know. That's a strange.
Sorry,
jumping
that
point.
like brought like a really vivid memory of mine back.
See, I watched it from like the first episode. I think the first thing they reacted to was the double rainbow video back when that was a huge thing.
I never watched that kind of stuff. I was too obsessed with like Sky Does Minecraft.
I loved Sky Does Minecraft.
He fell apart.
He was my boy. Yeah,
Oh my gosh, Dan TDM, don't even get me started. Minecraft YouTubers.
I never watched Dan TDM, but Sky
Popular
Does Minecraft.
MMOs.
It's really upsetting that he literally went insane.
I has Cupquake.
That's a discussion for another time. But Kids React. Speaking of Minecraft, Kids React put me on Minecraft. I didn't know what Minecraft was until the Kids React video about it.
Really?
Yeah, I remember seeing.
You want to hear about how I found out about Minecraft?
Sure, go ahead.
Okay, so in 5th grade, I had a bunch of friends. By that I mean 2. And my 2 friends were really into Minecraft, and they would play on a server together all the time. I didn't have Minecraft at the time, but they drew comics of their Minecraft characters. And I'm trying not to say too much because you never know who might be listening.
She's
but
fake names or whatever.
no, I'm just gonna. Anyways, they were making comics and I wanted to be included, so I started including myself as a creeper in a tuxedo that had snake earrings.
Oh no.
Don't even laugh at me because this is 5th grade.
Let me guess. They were Slytherin earrings.
No, I'm not a
No.
Slytherin. I'm a Hufflepuff. Don't even get me started.
Oh my gosh.
But I always wore snake earrings in 5th grade. They were these gold snake earrings, and I were obsessed with them.
Mhm.
But I included myself in the comics with them because I wanted to, and then eventually I got Minecraft because they were like, you gotta play with us, and my skin was a creeper in a tuxedo for the longest time.
My skin, because when Minecraft first got big. See, I got into Minecraft when it was like on the rise. Like, if the
I was in
top,
5th grade. I don't know when the rise was.
if the top, I was in, man, I was in, I think, 4th grade when I found out about it. It was up, if this is like the peak of the mountain, it was like on the first third going all the
Uh-huh.
way up as far as its fame. So like people knew about it, but people were like, there were still many people I talked to that were like, Minecraft, what, that sounds dumb, what is it? I was like, no, like you build during the day and then you fight monsters at night, and this and that, and then you go to a portal and you can fight a big thing. um and
What
you-
about Minecraft parody songs?
oh my gosh, I almost sang Screw the Nether for a talent show in 5th grade.
I sang "Don't Mine at Night" for a talent show
You-
because that is my. Yes, I actually did it. It's my favorite
Man,
Minecraft parody song, and I still know all the words to this day.
I listen, as somebody who is a future pedagogue of music, if I do say. I listen to those things. I listen to those Minecraft songs. I'm like, these are like pretty creatively written and mixed very well. And I'll tell you one thing, like my weakest point in music is production. I'm not a professional, as you could probably hear from how many times I'm peaking with my P's. Let me hold this little thermometer in front of the mic so I don't crackle so much. But yeah, production is where I fall down the most. I know stuff because I had to take a music production course, but I still am. I'm not great. I don't know all the trades, but and I'm sure they use their thousands of dollars to hire the best people they can. But they sound good. I bootlegged them, and I had them on my little MP3 player when I went to the dentist. And every time I'd be in the dentist, I'd be blasting the TNT song, which they changed it for some reason. The Captain
They did?
Sparkles TNT song. Yeah, they changed it like 7 years ago. It's no
Awful.
longer. It's no longer like a parody of Tayo Cruz's Dynamite. It's something weird and original. But I genuinely loved that song. Like I would. But me and my friends, actually, my gym teacher, he was a real one. My middle school gym teacher, he would let us bring in our iPods and play songs from our playlists. And I was playing Minecraft music during gym one time, and me and my like 2 friends were like, "Oh, it's the best song in the world. I feel so much stronger now playing dodgeball because I'm listening to Take Back the Night."
Did you ever like get really into like the animations that people would make for them?
I don't think so because I don't know. They were kind of annoying. I'd much rather just watch people play the game.
I was really invested in the animations for these music videos. Especially
Oh.
again, don't mind at night. I
For
was
the
like obsessed with that.
for the music videos, yeah, I loved those.
Don't even get me started on Don't Mind at Night because they had a My Little Pony version,
Oh
and
my
I was
gosh.
obsessed with the My Little Pony animation because it looked so good. Straight out of Hasbro.
Straight as
Why do you do this to me?
because that's kind of weird. You go from a Minecraft parody of a song to a My Little Pony version of a Minecraft parody.
No, but it's like so good.
I'll have to give it a listen.
No, it's the exact same song. It's everything the same. It was just animated like My Little Pony.
Was it like
But
3D?
it's not it's Gen 4, not Gen 5.
Okay, I don't know.
Because we're in Gen 5 right now, and that's the 3D models. The Gen 4 was like Twilight Sparkle, Rainbow Dash, Pinkie Pie, Rarity, Applejack, Fluttershy. Yeah.
I remember when bronies were. I mean, they're obviously still a thing, but like when they were really taking off in like the
Like the
early
height of them?
2010s. When
Yeah. I considered myself a Pegasister.
A Pegasus sister. Good lord.
That's like, the feminine brony alternative.
Pegasus sister.
Back in 5th grade, I had my own, what was it? I had my own, like, pony Sona.
I think I did too, but the only
My
reason
character was named Minty Swirl, and she was an artist.
it all comes full circle.
Wait, did you ever, like, get into, like, the My Little Pony creepypasta?
No, but I did watch
Like
the
Cupcakes
video.
and Rainbow Factory?
No, I watched Cupcakes. I didn't know that was a creepypasta, but I watched like the video Cupcakes, and the one where like Pinkie Pie uses a giant Kamehameha or a spirit bomb on Fluttershy.
Oh, that's Smile.
Smile, yeah, that's right.
That one's so good.
Yeah, I was you
No,
make
but like Cupcakes is the one that Pinkie Pie turns all of the like Ponyville into cupcakes.
into
She,
cupcakes
like,
and
kills
eats them. Yeah, yeah, I saw that.
And she like cuts off their like cutie marks and turns it into like a dress.
Yeah.
And then there's the Rainbow Factory, which Rainbow Dash is the villain, obviously.
Man, I miss the like the time of parody songs, whether it be about Minecraft or just like something relating to social media. There was this one guy, I cannot remember. Let me look it up as I'm talking about him. He used to make parody songs like a madman, like Tobuscus. Tobuscus made parody songs. He would do his literal trailers. I loved the Assassin's Creed one, dude. Nugget in a biscuit. Nugget in a biscuit.
Intense.
Oh, man. And at my school, they would give us chicken nuggets with a biscuit and mashed potatoes, and then you could go get barbecue sauce. Oh, man, we were screaming the song from the lunch table.
See, I went to a different school. I can't say the same.
Yeah, we went to 2 different middle schools, and then we met in high school, just for context. Payphone parody, and it was called Cell Phone. Payphone by Maroon 5. Which that song still slaps to this day. Oh my gosh, I love that song. It was by Tryhard Ninja. That's who it is. You know Tryhard Ninja.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was also a Minecraft guy, I'm pretty sure. He made a parody of Payphone, and he called it Cell Phone. And I remember, first of all, for some reason back then you couldn't find Payphone on YouTube. Like, I couldn't listen to the regular song, so I found that. I'm like, well, this is the next best thing. So I listened to that. And, like, again, it's not a bad song. Like, obviously it's the same song, but, like, they had to remake the instruments and the lyrics, and it's not bad. The animation in it isn't great, but it's also from, like, 2011.
Well, yeah.
What do you think about modern music today? Like, is it, like, stuff on the radio? Do you think there's anything that, like, genuinely catches your attention?
Controversial opinion. I don't listen to the radio anymore because
I don't think anybody does.
my music will never touch the radio. I mean, context, I listen to a lot of like goth, metal, rock music. So like I know Ghost is considered like quote unquote Scooby-Doo metal and everything, but
Scooby-Doo metal.
Okay, it's because they're considered a metal band, but their
What's
music...
the Scooby-Doo? We're coming after you.
Please stop.
That's my Scooby-Doo
No,
metal.
it's because they're like, music is considered metal, but it doesn't sound as heavy as other metal bands, so a lot of people coin it as like Scooby-Doo metal, because it's kind of like silly metal. It's like not as heavy as a lot of other stuff. And Ghost has graced WDHA a couple times.
WDHA. When don't
105.5.
Why don't you hold all? That's what it stands for.
The Rock of New Jersey. No, but like, I don't know. There's nothing that's come out recently. By that I mean the past few years that have really caught my eye and made me be like, I want to listen to Z100 again. I don't know. Also, like, my dad only listens to WDHA, and when I'm with my mom, like, she doesn't listen to the radio, period. So like, I just haven't listened to the radio in time.
I give it a try sometimes because the aux in my car doesn't work. So I'll be like, honestly, sometimes I just put my phone in the cup holder and put on whatever music. But like when I do decide to put on the radio, it's just garbage. Like, and not even just the music. It's just like it's like 40 minutes of nonstop ads. So I'm involved in a musical production right now that I'm working on with the Round Table Theater Company in New Jersey, and we're putting on a production of Rent, and
Ooh, sponsorship.
yeah, sponsorship. Anyway, it's a pretty long drive from where I live, and I'm like, it's literally an hour, and it's like 40 miles on the highway. I'm like, you know what? Let me give the radio a shot. And it's just 40 minutes of like, do you and a loved one suffer with back pain or upper respiratory viruses? You may be eligible for financial compensation, and it costs 316.7 or like FM. Brought to you by Ozempic, you know. And now a word from the sponsored messages. And it's like 30 minutes of that, and then finally just to hear like Ed Sheeran's "I'm in Love with Your Body." I'm like, oh my gosh.
I can't listen to Ed Sheeran.
How
Controversial
long
opinion.
has that song been? No, I love Ed Sheeran. He's genuinely such a beautiful man, but like
Isn't he a ginger?
he is
Unfortunate.
unfortunate. What year did that song come out? Shape of
Oh,
You.
I
That's
have
what that
no
song is
idea.
called.
Want me to look it up?
I got it.
Ah.
We got to hire a computer guy. Like that song came out 6 years ago, and it's still blowing up the radio. Like every time I'm driving, I hear dun 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 dun. The bomb and the best place to find another, so the bomb is where I go. I'm like, it's me fixing my mic again. I gotta get a better mic stand. This thing is like, it like slowly tips down the more I use it. It's because this isn't even really a boom mic. It's like a DIY boom mic I got. Well, my dad got for me as a surprise. He said, I got you a mic stand. And I was like, okay, I'm going to turn it into a boom mic so I can like tilt it and stuff. But
I mean, it's better than what I got. I got my phone.
you got your phone right now. You'll get something. You work at an office supply store. I'm sure you'll get.
Yeah, I'll buy the whatever Yeti mic or whatever that we always have on sale.
You guys sell Yeti mics?
Yeah, tons of them.
Those are good mics.
Really?
They're very good, yeah.
I wouldn't know. I don't really. I work where we print out paper, so I don't work with usual mics.
Yeah, why don't you tell us about your day today at the office supply store?
Amazon returns. They're going crazy. Thank you for the radio silence after my speaking.
Well, I thought maybe you had more to say than just
No, it's
that.
just like people are always bringing in Amazon returns. That's kind of like the big thing, and we filled up 5 16 by 16 by 16 boxes today. So fairly big boxes, with Amazon returns, and 5 of them. So that's pretty crazy if you ask me.
Yeah. I just quit my job. I used to work as a surveillance security man
Security guard.
for a grocery store.
Security guard, like in Five Nights at Freddy's.
I always say this to people. The job is
Five Nights at Freddy's.
The job is. I'm gonna fix my mic again. The job is literally Five Nights at Freddy's, where I sit at a computer, and
Yeah, Five Nights at Freddy's.
I watch cameras, and I flip between the cameras, and there's people running down the halls, and I gotta tell them to stop.
Yeah, instead of getting jump scared by animatronics, you get jump scared by your boss trying to come in.
Oh my gosh, I get jump scared so much at that job because like my door to my office was code locked, right? There's a little number code pad. And I thought only me and the managers know the code, but apparently everybody in the store did. So I just be on my computer, and then I hear the tiniest beep, 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 and the giant door opens. Like, hey, I got a theft for you to look at. I'm like, oh my gosh, dude, like knock first. Knock and I will open the door for you. Don't just walk in here. Especially since I turned the lights off in there because the one-way glass on our door is pretty bad. Yeah.
I'd be the type to if I could see you there, I would just kind of sit and stare.
No, people do that. I've had a lot of people do that. I've seen kids do that where they'll literally
I'll sit outside of it and I'll breathe on the glass
kids do that.
And then it'll all fog up and then I'll draw a happy face.
I'm not even kidding. A kid has done that where he mashed up his nose so his nostrils were pressed against the glass, and he was like, they can't see me. And I got up and I started walking towards them. They were like, oh, and they started running away. And then an old lady once, She like she pressed her head so hard against the glass that it like made a boom sound.
Oh.
And she's just looking into the office. And I opened the door. I was like, "Can I help you?" And she was like, you're watching over us. That's an invasion of privacy. You can't do
You're in a
that.
public space, like.
Ma'am, you're in a
Girl,
grocery
shut up.
store. But yeah, that was my
Oh my
job.
gosh. Oh my gosh. You know what I got today? Sorry to interrupt, but this is very exciting news for me.
What's that?
I got my Hannibal keychains and my Hannibal lanyard and my Hannibal stickers.
Yeah, Laurel's been on her Hannibal craze lately.
Okay, thing about me, I'm extremely into fandoms and fandom culture. I have and always will be. Got into Hannibal because I am also a fan of Good Omens and Our Flag Means Death, and all that fun stuff. I've also been like a fan of like practically everything on the internet. Anyways, I'm showing Omar. Sorry guys, you can't see, but I got a lanyard.
This is a
Pretty
nice
cool.
lanyard. It's got little
It
pigeons on it.
does not have pigeons. It's actually the masks that Will Graham and Hannibal wear in the show. And these are the keychains. They're both in straitjackets
Okay.
because, they kill and eat people.
And you bought those off of Etsy, right? So those were made by like non-official
Yeah, they're made
artists.
by another artist.
I mean,
yeah,
not like non-official. Like they don't work for like a company.
No, but I love supporting small businesses and other artists. So like I'm always willing to like shop on Etsy or like big cartels and stuff like that.
Nah, forget the artists. Get a real job.
I will leave this podcast.
We just started. You can't leave. I locked the door.
Oh, even though I'm like 15 miles away from you.
Laura lives in Nebraska.
I don't. I said WDHA earlier. That's a New Jersey station.
Yeah, back when you were like 13.
Back when I was 13 and living in the U.S. still.
Yeah.
Because Nebraska is actually not a part of the U.S.
So we both go to the same college. That's a good college. Maybe those.
Shout out to the school.
Yeah, it's a good school. And I forgot where I was going with this, but we go to the school that
we go to the school
we go to earn our degrees.
Mm-hmm. What's your degree? What's your degree? Tell us.
I'm working for my bachelor's and master's in music education with a focus in vocal music.
Wow.
Thank you very much. What about you? What's your specialty?
Well, I'm working towards my bachelor's in psychology and my minor in child advocacy. And after I get that, I'm going to go back to school for nursing because I want to be a psychiatric nurse practitioner and I mostly want to deal with children.
Both going to be dealing with children. I don't want to deal...
I want to deal with like little kids though, like pediatrics.
Yeah, little kids are fun. If I could choose, which I know I can't always do that, I would love to teach like middle school and high school just because I feel like in high school, is ironically when you're older, you know less about what's going on in your life. Like I had no idea what I wanted to be in high school. I thought I did.
I wanted to be a vet.
I wanted to be a vet too. I love animals and I want to help them, but unfortunately they don't make a ton of money.
I would be a vet if it weren't for the fact that I'm so emotionally affected by animals that if I saw a sick puppy, I would start crying on the spot.
Yeah, that too. I wanted to be a nurse as well at one point.
I'm going to be a nurse.
And then I started watching surgery films and I started throwing up.
I find it interesting.
It's interesting, but like I can't be surrounded by that 24/7.
I can do that.
I watched one that was like, it was something simple, just like a kidney removal. And the whole time I was like, ew. Couldn't get through it. My knees were getting shaky. My lunch was coming up through my esophagus.
Ah.
But, I know where I was going into this. So it's mid to late August right now as recording this. This might come out in September, honestly, if things take really slow. No, we should have this out by the end of the month, right? Because as of recording this, the first 2 monologues haven't been posted yet, and we haven't finished like the banners and stuff. So like
It'll get done. I'll do it.
yeah, I haven't even written the intro song yet that you heard before we started. So yeah, but yeah, I do the music here and the audio production. Probably shouldn't have said that I'm bad at audio production before deciding to do a podcast, but okay, I'm not bad at it. I'm just not amazing. Okay, I'll do that. I'll say that. I'll give myself
No,
some credit.
you said you're terrible and you suck.
I don't suck. I'm pretty good. I'm average. So all the artistic stuff you see, the banners, the logo, the copious amounts of merchandise that you'll see.
Link in bio.
Yeah, link in bio for our Redbubble account.
Redbubble.
Yeah, we'll start a Redbubble.
Don't they take like 70%?
I don't know, man.
They take way too much from artists.
All the visual stuff is made by Laurel, and all the audio stuff is made by me. So you get to get a taste of our talents. We also have our own separate stuff where we post, which we may or may not choose to reveal.
I revealed it in my little intro.
Did you? The intro you didn't film yet?
No, but I already wrote a script for it. Come on.
Oh, you wrote your script already?
Yeah, that's what I did at work.
I didn't write
Sorry,
my script.
I actually wasn't working. I was actually writing a script for the podcast.
No, hardly at my jobs do I ever work. No, I'm just kidding. I work at my jobs. I'm a hardworking boy.
I'm a hard worker too, but like when it's 10 minutes till close and I got time, I'm like, let me sit here for a second.
Sounds like you're slacking on the clock. I mean, that's what I hear. Like,
10 minutes till close.
Listen, 10 minutes. That's 10. That's like.
And I've already cleaned everything.
That's like 22.3 cents a minute. I don't know if those numbers are right, but. Yo, can we talk about like the socioeconomic state of the world right now? You remember that? Remember that good old meme of Jaden Smith? That was a good one. Man, Jaden Smith in The Karate Kid. Did you ever watch that?
No.
You never watched Jaden Smith in The Karate Kid?
No.
Oh, we gotta watch it. It's got Jaden Smith and Jackie Chan, I'm pretty sure.
You've said Jaden Smith so many times now.
Jaden Smith in The
Jaden
Karate
Smith,
Kid featuring
Jaden Smith in Jaden Smith.
The Jaden Smith experience at Disneyland. That would be a terrible ride. But it's a good movie. I really like that movie. It's a lot better than I don't know if it's better than the original Karate Kid. The original, I don't know, 80s movies I don't love because they're so weird. 80s movies.
What movie I love?
What?
Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Is that your favorite movie again?
It's been one of my favorite movies.
I don't get Rocky Horror, man. I've tried to.
It's so fun.
I've tried so many times to get into Rocky Horror.
I have to take you to one of the good shows because the show that you saw sucked. Because the shows that I go to, they play the movie in the background. They have the actors prance around, and you yell all the callbacks, and you have all the props that you throw.
I saw one like that too.
The one you saw was different than the one that I saw.
The one that I saw, I don't even know if I should say.
Don't name drop.
I don't even know their names if I even have wanted to name drop. Let's just say it was locally.
Don't group drop then. Don't drop the name of the group.
I'm not okay. I won't drop the name of the group. I wasn't gonna put the name of the group. I just wanted to. I'm thinking about if I should say where it took place.
No, don't even mention that.
Where? Okay, fine. I'll just say it was a locally made production, and I mean very local. It was all over the place. It wasn't funny. It wasn't entertaining. It was really, really overly sexual and weird. And I get it, like, but that's the point of Rocky Horror. Yeah, but like midway through the show, they pulled out a kiddie pool and started like actually making out in it, and that was really uncomfortable.
Well, I mean, like, that's like a scene in the movie.
Okay, keep it in the movie. I don't want you doing it right in front
They all
of me.
get into the pool, you know.
Keep it in the movie. I don't want it directly in front of me.
They have a giant in the pool. Sorry.
Okay, I gotta bleep that out now.
You're the editing master, so like.
Laurel said a bad word.
I am unfiltered.
She said the O word. See if you could figure out what it is. That's the new game.
I'm just a raw individual.
Yeah, you're raw.
No, but like the show that I went to South Jersey, and I went to this, old vintage theater, and it had all like the light bulbs, and it was like old and dusty, and it was kind of like a cool aesthetic. And you walked in, you got your tickets checked out, There were vendors selling like pins and buttons and all that kind of stuff. That's where I got one of my favorite pins that I have that says science fiction double feature. It's a gold and black pin. It looks like a ticket. I love it. Um, and then you got a bag of props. And throughout the show, they would cue you to interact with your props. They had everyone got newspaper to hold over their head when they were like Brad and Janet when they were caught in the storm and
Yes,
walking to the
yes.
castle.
I know about the props. They did the same thing at the one I went to, but they didn't have enough props for everybody, so I
Oh,
didn't
that's
get
really
one.
lame.
Uh, the one that I went to, like, I don't know, it was just weird. It wasn't fun, and for some reason they had like a weird theme with the costumes, where it was like, I'm not gonna say the theme 'cause that's gonna give it away for the people who were in it, but it was a theme that had nothing to do with the movie, and they put it on Halloween. It just was. It was not a fun experience. It started as like, it's so weird, it's funny, to like, I'm just bored and I don't want to watch this anymore. And plus, the whole call out culture, I just feel like how do you remember all of them? It's a 2 hour movie. How do you remember all the callbacks?
I mean, some of them are just like universally known. I can't say them aloud because you'll have to like censor me.
Yeah.
But there's the one that you say after Brad and the one that you say after Janet and then the you know all the sex jokes that go with pretty much every single line.
I don't know. As somebody who is so if you're not, if you're new to the show, you're labeled as a virgin in Rocky Horror, and the staff
Well,
come around.
that was in the virgin. That was in the version that you saw. I wasn't labeled a virgin when I went to the show, and it was my first time going to an in person one.
Well, that's what they do. They like, that's part of the
That they didn't
culture.
do it at my show.
Okay, well, whatever.
They might have done it at your
But
show.
that's part of the Rocky Horror culture, is that if you're not in it, you're labeled as a Rocky Horror virgin, and you're supposed to like tell the staff that, and they put like a stamp on you or something. At our production, they literally got a marker and wrote a V on you, like on your face, and if you had a V on you, then the audience would participate with you, but only if you were in the front row. And I was like, well, that's lame. So I'm just watching all these other people have fun. And it wasn't even like they would involve them for like 2 seconds and then just shove them back to their seat.
Well, there's also like the concept of like, you know, they're dressed scantily clad and they don't want to interact too much with people because some people might get the wrong idea because it's a sexual show and might get a little handsy and stuff like that.
Well, they were told at the beginning, like, if you do anything inappropriate, you'll be kicked out.
Yeah. Well, at least at my show, I got involved. I went with one of my friends, and they had because it was around Halloween, obviously, they had a mummy making contest,
Oh, yeah.
and everyone got toilet paper. Well, to the people that got picked, and me and my friend got picked, and she basically wrapped me in toilet paper. And I was
Yeah.
also entered in a costume contest, even though I like wasn't in costume. I just wore all black and these really cool sunglasses I have. If anyone knows Crowley from Good Omens, I have the sunglasses. I wore those inside the entire time because I thought I would look cooler that way.
One time for Halloween, I dressed up as a Minecraft chicken.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of anything. I okay. This is gonna sound silly. I have since I said I have a history with fandoms. Um, One of the most infamous costumes I ever dressed up as for Halloween was oh, the name is leaving me now. Laughing Jack.
Oy vey.
Oh, they come on.
You dressed
Imagine
up
little
as
me walking around with like, you know, suspenders on and I'm wrapped in bandages and I have all these like black and white striped things all over me
I was a
and
mine.
I have the pointy nose.
I was a Minecraft chicken, and what I did was I took one of my mom's cardboard boxes, and I painted it white, and then I took a smaller
Mhm.
cardboard box and painted it yellow, and that was the beak, and then
Mhm.
I cut 2 little square holes in it, and I'd run around the neighborhood, and it was too big for my head, so it was like bobbling around everywhere.
Mhm.
And then I went to this Halloween party at my friend's house, and everybody was hitting me with glow sticks.
Oh, I went to a Halloween party once. Actually, I've been to 2 Halloween parties in my entire life.
I have also only been to 2. Yeah.
I went to one like around 6th grade, and then I went to one my senior year of high school.
I went to one in, I think, just like 7th and 8th grade. No, like 5th and 6th grade.
And I love Halloween. Let it be known. For my 6th grade party, I was Jekyll and Hyde. Oh, I went to 3. Sorry, Jekyll and Hyde was 6th grade. The Headless Horseman was 5th grade. And then senior year of high school, I dressed up as Waluigi.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
That
Uh,
one was a good one.
I
That was a good one. The
I
Waluigi
I
costume.
can't even
Too
remember
much.
the last Halloween. Oh, the last Halloween costume I had, I dressed up as Grimace from Sesame Street, which was pretty
That's
cool.
McDonald's. You were
Grimace.
Grover.
Grimace.
Grimace, the Sesame Street character. Not after the like Grimace Shake massacres, man.
I hope you like the Grimace shake. Let's have a taste. I got the Grimace shake. It was pretty good.
Yeah, I tried it.
The Grimace shake. What's sad is they actually stopped serving it because of the TikTok trend in my area. They still had it on the menu, and I was like, "Can I get the Grimace shake?" And they were like, "We don't have it anymore." I was like, "Oh,
Go away.
I can't imagine." Okay, here's my thing. I don't love TikTok. I really don't love it.
Controversial opinion alert.
I don't think it's that controversial. I think even the most dedicated TikTok people realize how much that app is not great. It's just it literally changed the world. Like one app changed the entire planet. The entire planet. Like how do you recognize songs now? You don't recognize, oh, I heard that song on the radio, or oh, that song was in this movie. It was, oh, is that from TikTok? That's the TikTok sound. It's like, man.
Like that one song, Cupid. I don't know.
Cupid. Oh yeah. I hope it's romantic all my life. Or and then there's like SpongeBob and Squidward AI covers of it.
Yeah.
It makes, maybe this is me on my soapbox whining, but like it makes people love things that are kind of weird and harmful for the community. Need I mention the whole like beauty and fitness standards that it's perpetuating? Not even just that, but even in our stuff, like in creatives and music. I'm sure you hate all the AI art trends that go on.
Honestly, maybe it's because of the side of TikTok that I'm on. I don't see a lot of AI art.
Well, you might not see it, but you definitely know how big of a
Oh,
trend it is.
I'm fully aware of AI art and how like impactful it has been. And it sucks because, as an artist, there's a lot of opportunities that get taken away from you because instead of people being like, "Oh, I'll commission this person to, draw this for me." People be like, your commission prices are too much. I could just pay, $7 for this AI thing, and then the AI will make it for me.
But it's the same thing with music as well. Now, okay, here's the thing. I've used AI to help me write lyrics because I'm not a good lyricist. But that won't be the be-all, end-all because maybe I just don't have enough money to buy good AI, but it doesn't have that real... It doesn't have real emotion in it because it's just taking inspiration from what other people have done, which I know people do too, but the best music is created when, number one, you're not thinking too hard about it, and number two, like it comes naturally from your heart and your experiences. And a robot can only take reference from other things, because a human puts stuff into it. And I guess it could learn, but I'd imagine there's only so much it could learn. There's been a big trend going on where people are having Eric Cartman sing like really high belty songs. And as a singer, I don't know. As a singer, it kind of is disheartening that people are loving it so much because it's giving this impression that, okay, every single male singer now has to belt super high notes and sing super loud songs to be considered a good singer. And it's like, I know that's kind of a far-fetched opinion. I know people are going to be like, "Oh, what are you talking about? That's not what this is saying at all." But like, I don't know. I guess that's just the realm of pop music, and that's why I love classical singing more than anything. It's weird. And I feel like, again, people who aren't even that good at what they do as far as vocals and have only been singing for like 10 minutes, they just throw a SpongeBob AI voice over it, and now suddenly it's in the Billboard Top 100. where there's people I see like trying to forge their careers in different industries, and they're breaking their back for it, and then AI Squidward singing Cupid comes and takes their job. Oh my gosh,
Hmm.
you've seen the clip of that like VTuber concert, right?
Oh my gosh.
What even is that? Like that AI anime boy, not anime, but
Okay,
AI. But there's an
okay,
anime guy who like flipped his hair back and they saw his
okay,
eyes.
okay. I know a lot about this.
Of course you
Actually,
do.
I don't know a lot about this, but I have information.
What?
So, okay, so for the people that don't know, VTubers are like a fairly big thing. It's basically where instead of people using their faces or being like, YouTubers where they play video games and they have their face like Markiplier. These people have basically animated characters that they use face tracking and everything. They don't show their real face. They use these animated characters to, have a persona of sorts. Anyways, so these people paid money to go see this VTuber perform. I forget the name of the song, but he was singing a song. I actually really liked the song itself, but I digress. He was singing this song, and the VTuber model just kind of moves around, and the camera on the VTuber model just kind of
You
shifts around.
you can look up the video. Just look up like anime boy VTuber concert, and you'll find exactly what we're talking about. It's like this anime boy with white hair covering his face on a screen, and it's like thousands of people in an audience, just like screaming.
That paid money to be there.
They paid.
This is the main thing. They paid money to be there, not to meet an actual person, not to watch a real concert, but to see a fictional character that is controlled by, a random guy. Just move it around, the camera moves around, and then when it hits the hit of the song, it focuses on his eyes because his bangs were covering them before, and then his hair flips up and he sees his eyes and the crowd goes wild.
Oh my gosh, they lost their mind. I mean, that's the thing about fandom culture I never understood. Like, there's fandom culture, and then there's like fangirl culture, which I know boys can be fangirls, but like, you know what I mean? Like,
I know fangirl culture.
for me, it really started with Justin Bieber back in like the early 2010s, with the whole Bieber fever craze going on.
You didn't kiss a picture of Justin Bieber?
Sorry, I missed out on that point in my
You
life.
didn't put on your best pink lip gloss and print out a picture of him just to kiss him on the cheek?
You did not do that.
I did, actually.
Oh my gosh.
And then my one friend had a poster of him in her room, and we would both put on lip gloss and leave kiss marks all over the picture.
That's such a girl thing. That's the most girly thing I've ever heard.
Leave me alone. I was like in third grade. I
Well,
don't know. I don't remember when like the Bieber craze was happening, but like
I think
I was young.
Yeah, we were like babies, but One Direction was another one that like, oh my gosh, set the roof
Who was
on
your
fire.
favorite?
But that fandom was like psychopathic to a degree because like they would sell like life-size cardboard cutouts of them that you could have, and they sold like you could just get a T-shirt with one of their faces on it. I'm like, that's kind of weird. Like that's a little weird. My favorite, I mean, the easy answer is Harry Styles, but I feel like they all have really good voices, and it's a shame that only Harry's blowing up. Then again, I don't really care about what they're going up to right now because I don't really know anything about them other than the fact that they were in One Direction and that they're British.
What about Big Time Rush?
Big Time Rush I liked a lot. I loved that show. I wanted to be them so bad.
Who was your favorite?
I
was a James stan.
I genuinely don't remember their names. The one who in the show would always wear a helmet, and he was like
Cole.
Cole. Was
Cole.
his name? I thought he was
Cole.
funny. I liked him. He was silly.
I knew you would like him.
Why?
You're such a Cole stan.
Oh my gosh.
You know what I don't understand about, like, okay, I get, like, standing people and everything. I am, like, a fan of a ton of actors. I will never understand K-pop culture.
That's exactly what I wanted to talk about next, is that K-pop was like it was a violent infection. I almost lost a friend. I'm not even joking. One of my friends told me that they would stop talking to me because I made fun of one of their favorite K-pop groups. That is ridiculous.
You don't make fun of the BTS army.
I don't even know if it was BTS. It was like some other K-pop group. And here's the thing. those
I like
K-pop
NCT Dream.
those K-pop groups and those idols, I give them props because they can actually sing, they can dance, they have great, social atmosphere. Most of the time, they promote good messages about love and peace and all that, and that's great. I have no beef against them, but like, fan culture can just be so annoying. Like, you listen to live recordings of their concerts and you can't even hear what they're singing because all you hear is oh my gosh, and it's like, dude, I told you, if you and I ever went to like a metal concert, I'd be like, excuse me guys, shh, they're performing, they worked very hard on the set.
Can you be quiet, please?
I'd come in like a nice suit and I'd be like, guys, excuse me, gentlemen, the set is starting soon, the intermission isn't for another 30 minutes.
And it's like, do, 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 do. And you're like, guys, please calm down. No need to throw hands.
I would like take a nice seat and just like enjoy it.
There's no chairs. It's just a pit.
Here's the thing. I understand different. Here's the thing. I don't know why I did that. I understand different genres have different cultures, as they should. I'm not saying we all got to conform to the sit down and listen culture. I get how people don't like that. I don't like sitting down and reading. Okay? So I get that people don't want to enjoy their mediums while just blankly observing it. They want to be active in it. Music is inherently collaborative. I got you there, Chief. I'm allowed to not like it. All right? I've expressed to you many times that I don't want to jump into a pit with a bunch of grown, sweaty men trying to punch each other. I just don't want to get into a fight with a guy in the middle of a pit because I shoved him the wrong way and then he starts, getting aggressive.
You would thrive at a Harley Poe show because it's just a push pit.
Push pits are fun. I've done that. You just kind of like ball up and run at each other. That's fun.
Shout out to Harley Poe. Best musician ever if you're into weird, funky music.
Anyway, K-pop. That's where we at. Yeah, a friend was like, "I'm not gonna be friends with you anymore." I was like, "Why?" It was like, "Because you said that my favorite K-pop idol, you said their hair was stupid," which I did, and I was like, "Are you serious right now? Because I said their hair was dumb, you don't want to associate with me as a human being anymore?" That's kind of crazy.
No, because I had, an old friend who I went to hang out with them, and they were like, exposure therapy to K-pop, and we just sat on her couch, and she just showed me video after video of K-pop groups, and I was just kind of like trying to absorb it all. And for her, I was trying to be into it, because I'm into I'm into anime and stuff, and she was like, well, this is just real Asian men, and I'm like, okay. Also, we watched like a horror movie beforehand, and then she was like, I want to show you this, and then she got up on her like Apple TV or whatever she had one of those smart TVs. She just pulls up YouTube and starts pulling up all these like insert K-pop member name here being cute for 5 minutes.
Yep.
Those compilation videos, and then she would show me music videos and be like, oh my gosh, he's so hot, and I'm like, all I caught on to is that one's named Jimin.
Jimin. Oh yeah, I've heard of Jimin.
Jimin? That's the only name I know.
Man.
I think that one's BTS. I remember like one of the songs that she showed me that was supposed to be like really, really like intense was like, it was called like Blood, Sweat and Tears or something like that.
I'm sure that person's grown out of that, as I know every person has, and I'm sure they're not. Because we were in high school.
I mean, some people don't grow out of it, but they mature as people. And then there's the people that like don't grow out of it and don't mature.
No, I'm sure they've like matured past that, because we were in high school when that was a thing, and like
high school
like we were talking about high school. You don't know what you're doing. Man, we'll talk about high school days another time. I think it's about time we wrap up this first episode here.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
We got to I kept saying what I wanted to do every episode is like write down every subject we talk about and then review it at the end, but I didn't do it. So stuff for later.
We'll do it next time.
Do it next time on Lunchtime with Smosh. We'll do it. Lunchtime with Smosh was a good one. All right, well, this has been the beginning of Melodies and Masterpieces. You can find us as of right now on YouTube and Spotify.
With
Also,
the same name.
same name. Yep, same name on both. Social links will be in the bio and URLs and all that good stuff. Stay posted. We got a lot of good stuff coming, and we hope to see you in our next showing.
Thank you so much.
Bye bye, everybody.
Bye bye.